Welcome to Let's Be Friends, my only live show. You're welcome. The flute tradition. So I will wait. I will wait for people to join this powwow, luau, get together, shindig, a time to relax, a time to just let go. Let go of whatever bothers you. Let go of whatever has you hung up. I was about to show my show and tell yesterday, but I had no chatters. So I'm waiting now for the chatters, and I will stay on for a while, maybe an hour. Right now it's almost 4 o'clock, so maybe 5 o'clock I'll be ending the show because my mother and I are going to go to an outing, a restaurant outing, which I'm really happy to do. Nice to get out and have dinner and not have to wash pots and pans. Not have to wonder what we're going to do with leftovers. Usually leftovers become lunch for the next day. And that's one thing I'm thankful about. When you can first of all eat a meal. So it's almost 4 o'clock. 1600, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, 1600 military time. And I will wait. I notice I got a whopping 7 views. A whopping 7 views on my last live stream. And one of them I got around 12 views, I think. So I think people are starting to join. Let me make sure my chatter is on and ready to rock, ready to rumble. I guess we'll say hi to those people who pop in for a short while. It's another lovely autumn day. We're still in the sign of Scorpio. I think the next one is Libra. No, I think it is Libra. Scorpio. No, I think the next one is Sagittarius. Scorpio, Sagittarius, and then Capricorn. Because I know from November to December is Sagittarius. From this, no, from no, yeah. And then Capricorn is from January to February, I think. I think we go into. So I try to keep up on those. So I guess I'll play some more flute. People are starting to get their alerts now. The people who subscribed, I'm pretty sure they get an alert to show that a show has started. Wait a minute, that sounds like Twilight Zone. An attempt at Twilight Zone. Come on, fingers. That's almost hypnotic. A dimension of sight, sound, and mind. You've just crossed over. At the signpost up ahead, you've just crossed over into the Twilight Zone. I have two recorders. I have one in my hand and one in my trunk. Just in case you want to know. The good, the bad, and the ugly. So I guess weekends are not a good day to do a live stream. We're 10 minutes into the show. We'll see what happens. I'll try to keep this as exciting as I can. Exciting. So I'll see how long I can sit here in the shade. And stare off into the distance. And wait for people to join in this powwow, luau, shindig. I did say 4 o'clock, so it's not 4 o'clock yet. 4 o'clock, 600 on Pacific Standard Time. When I was young, they had a phone number dedicated to the time of day. If you ever wanted to know the time of day, you would call popcorn. I remember that back in the 80s. 80s and 90s, you could call popcorn and they would tell you the time of day. Pacific Standard Time will be 4 o'clock. It's now like 3:59, more like it. So after 4 o'clock, I guess I got an early start today. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. I smell like lavender. I lit a lavender incense in the house because I wanted to make it smell nice. I wanted it to smell nice in my bedroom, so I lit a lavender incense, and it kind of stuck to my body. So now when I go places, I'll smell like lavender, which is better than smelling like some things. I heard that Sylvester Stallone had died yesterday. He was Rambo. He was Rocky. He was quite a few characters, long running characters. Rocky and Rambo ran for a long time, many episodes. So we are still waiting. Meanwhile, we can enjoy this nice scene behind me, this nice view. I love the sound of wind blowing through the pine needles. It makes that it makes that hissing sound. When the wind blows through the pine needles, it always makes me happy to see healthy pine trees. So it's 4:02, and I'm a watch watcher. I'm a clock watcher. Some people call me Maurice because I speak of the pompatus of love. I'm a picker, I'm a grinner, I'm a lover, and I'm a sinner. Never want to hurt no one.
Mercury time.
Sometimes I like life in the fast lane. Going to make you lose your mind. Life in the fast lane. I believe there's no clouds. There are no clouds. It's just a beautiful blue sky. We're getting closer and closer to Thanksgiving Day. I think it's the third Thursday of every November. Everyone gets together and eats, and then after they eat a lot of turkey, they go to sleep. They say there's something in turkey that makes you want to sleep. I guess I'll pick up my flute again. It's starting to get a little dull around here. It gets. Have you noticed when you cut your fingernails, when you clip your fingernails, some of them grow faster than others? I've noticed that. Every once in a while, I'll clip my fingernails. Some of my fingernails grow faster. Maybe it's just me. That's better. When I use the holes that are higher, I'll stop doing it when you stop laughing. I'm still learning. It's after 4. So maybe, maybe we'll get some some chatters. Maybe somebody will join. That's usually how it starts. Think of the story of the soup stone. It's about this guy who was was clever. See, he had a stone, and he called it the soup stone. And he said, you know, in order to make the soup stone work, you have to have a cauldron. So a guy brought over a cauldron, and he said, you know what really makes this soup stone work is you have to put a lot of water in the cauldron. So another person came by and brought a lot of water, put it in the cauldron, and then he said, in order to make this soup stone work, you need uh, you need a chicken. So somebody brought a chicken and put it into the cauldron of boiling water, and then he said, you know what, for this soup stone to really work, you have to bring um, some vegetables. So somebody brought vegetables and put them in the soup, into the cauldron, and the whole thing was about how this guy got people to come together to make a soup, you know, and he just kept talking about how this magical soup stone makes a really good soup, you know, and then everybody had a portion of the soup, and they said, you know, this is really good soup, you know, because everybody came together and made a good soup. And I also heard another story about in hell, people have long forks, and they're so long that they can't feed themselves, and that's what made hell was that people in hell they all have long forks, and they were so long they couldn't feed themselves with them, and then the guy went to heaven and saw that they had long forks in heaven. But what made heaven worked, yeah, what made heaven work was they fed each other with those long forks. They were long, and they used the long forks to feed each other. So that was a touching story about the long forks. You know, they used their forks to feed each other. And it's always touching, those stories about how people can help each other. They say whenever disasters take place, whenever there's a disaster, um, people people do come together. You know, they bind each other's wounds. They bring out the food that they have and share it. Whenever there's like a tornado or a hurricane or a tidal wave or an earthquake, you know, um, people in the area, they suddenly are triggered to help each other, and that's one thing that's kind of neat about what gives me hope about the human race is that um, when things go bad, it brings out the better in people. It brings out the best in each of us, you know. And for the most part, people people are compelled to help each other when a hurricane strikes, or when an earthquake strikes, or when a tornado strikes, or um, some kind of disaster. You know, it it compels people to help each other. So that's kind of reassuring. You know, and it's nice to think about. And like when I heard about Columbine, you know, there was one teacher that saved a lot of kids, even though he died himself. He was able to get all the kids out of the building uh, so they wouldn't be shot. I think we have a crazy bird. You hear that bird? I don't think it's a crow. I think that's an alert. Sometimes squirrels will tap their feet whenever to warn of a predator nearby. They'll tap their feet. Sometimes they'll do that little chirp that they do. One little couple of little kids. Um, One girl I heard of in particular in Canada. She she pushed two toddlers. There was an oncoming car, and the little girl pushed two toddlers out of the way of that oncoming car. She died herself, but she saved two other lives. And another story I heard was about a kid who was protecting her sister. He was protecting his sister from a dog attack. He got his face was cut, needed like 17 stitches or something like that, and he saved his sister from the dog attack. So you know, this is very, courageous. These are courageous acts done by kids, so, and a lot of times adults do courageous acts, they, you know, they stop a robbery, they pin a guy to the ground or to the floor of the convenience store to stop a robber from getting away, so that he can be arrested. Or sometimes, like one lady was about to be raped and the guy pulled out some pepper spray and thwarted the rape. So these are, oh, you hear that drone? Someone's flying a drone. I had a dream about drones yesterday. This guy wanted to sell me a drone, and I didn't have enough money to buy the drone. Drones are kind of cool. I like how they can hover. I like how some of them can follow you. You get to see yourself from a drone's perspective. Kind of fun. It's amazing what technology does now, can do. Technological advances for good and the not so good. I always like metal detectors because a lot of weapons are made of metal. So let's see, we are 15 minutes into the show. And I'll see how much longer. I want to hold off on the show and tell until I have some chatters join me. Or what I could do is do the show and tell for people who, when the show's finished, which will be about 45 minutes, around 5 o'clock, I'll stop the live stream. Oh, there's our kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Our black cat shows up. We get our kitty cat. Hi, kitty, kitty. She showed up earlier this morning. Every Sunday, I bring out the garbage cans so that the garbage trucks can come by, or to take the garbage away. And our little kitty decided to join us. Hold on, let me flip it around. There we go. There's our kitty cat. You want to run you gonna come join us? Are you feeling timid today? Meow. Meow. Wow. Well, anyways, it was worth a try. Our little kitty cat does a checkup on us. I was thinking about calling her Francesca. I think that'd be a neat name for a cat. A black cat that visits us once in a while. Oh well. So I guess what I'll do is do a show and tell for the people who watch. I notice a lot of people watch my live stream after it's finished. After I've ended the live stream, people go back and watch the finished product. So today I wanted to show off my katana. I've been meaning to show it, but was waiting for people to log on. And so what I'll do is for the people who watch after the live stream is ended and can be watched again, the people who are able to log on, pull off the dust cover or the sleeve, and I've had this for quite some time, at least 7 or 8 years. I bought it in California I bought it on the Bud K. I bought it from Bud K. And it's a museum quality. It was advertised as museum quality katana. It's a samurai sword, and has a blood groove. I guess most katanas are made like that. It's used for offensive and defensive combat. Has the armor-piercing point, and they practice with rolled up mats. They take mats and they swat them with the katana, and they cut, and the mat simulates a limb, and that's how they do it. It's got a neat. Sometimes when you look at engravings, it tells a story, and this one has a fork. It's a demon holding a fork, like a pitchfork. You can see that. And then it has on this side a warrior with his, they call them horse cutters. It's got something like that. It's kind of neat. It looks like a lot went into it. It looks like it was cast that way. Like they pour the brass into a cast to get that. They use ray skins, but this looks like cotton, like they had cotton woven. So anyways, this is my show and tell. It's a katana used by the samurai. This is the main sword, the big sword. And then the other one is a wakizashi. Wakizashi, I think I'm pronouncing it right. For close quarters, because sometimes samurai would be attacked in a building. You know, they're in a room, and the wakizashi is for close quarters, and the katana is for regular all-around combat, outside fighting. And then they have another one called a tanto. The tanto's even smaller, and so this is close quarters is a wakizashi, and then this is a katana, and it's it's a nice shiny blade. A lot goes into making a katana. If you ever watch Kill Bill, it was made especially for Uma Thurman's character, because they are custom made. They're not just bought off the showroom floor. They're made custom for the samurai warrior, because they have to go through a lot to become a warrior, a samurai warrior. A lot of training and discipline, and like I said in another show, they have they have, when you remove the handle, when you remove the handle, it exposes the tang, and on the tang is the inscription that shows that it belongs to the carrier. And if you don't, if you have a sword that doesn't belong to you, you could get your head cut off. So that's how dedicated they are to their weapon. It's said that they put their soul into the katana. So they're very dedicated warriors. They say that the Huns, when the Huns came to Japan, they were fought off by the samurai. That's how good they are, because the Huns were very formidable. The Huns were hard to beat, but the samurai were able to hold them off, stop them from invading Japan. And so we are 30 minutes in. Hopefully this will be interesting. It'll really be a chance to bring interesting material, interesting content, as well as my shorts. My shorts, I always try to keep them funny and lighthearted and challenging to people who watch a lot of movies. Um, they'll probably be able to play along pretty very easily. So that's what I'll do is I won't have live streams during the weekend. Saturdays and Sundays are usually days when not a lot of people want to come on and chat, but I can still make them, do these just like I would a video. So yeah, if I get bored on a Saturday or Sunday, I can just put together a video, maybe tell some stories or something like that to to have some view time because I know that YouTube does view time or viewing hours or something like that, and view time, subscribers, and let's see, yeah, subscribers, view time helps out a lot when you're doing this. So maybe tomorrow for Blues Monday, we will have I'll have some people chatting. Even if I don't get people chatting, people will at least watch. So like I said, I got a whopping seven views on my last, the one I did before that I did yesterday. So well, we're 37 minutes in, so I'll give a couple more minutes. 37 minutes, I think, is long enough. So what's good about when people join on, I can take requests, and that helps it along a little easier when I can take requests. So right now, I guess I'm running out of energy, and I'll probably bring some more magic tomorrow. But right now, it is in fact it is in fact almost 4:30. It's like 4:25 right now. So I will at 4:30 if no one joins, I can uh, I can end this particular live stream. So I will wait patiently to see if somebody joins, and if not, I will go back to my regular scheduled program. So I will, I guess, play some more flute tracks, lay down some flute tracks to keep this from getting too boring. That kind of hurts the ears. See if I can do some robot chicken. If you ever watched Dawn of the Dead, okay, the very end of Dawn of the Dead, when they show that clock, they're playing that tune, where the zombies take over the mall. You see them all walking around in the mall. And then Robot Chicken started doing that same tune. Guess I'm better at harmonica. I really like the sound of the flute. So I'll try to make sure that when Francesca the cat comes by, I will put the camera on her. She's got her puffy coat on now. I noticed that this morning when she approached me. I think she's a feral cat, and she comes by. This morning she greeted me, and when I petted her, she had her winter coat on. She's such a nice cat. I'll have to leave some food out here. See if she'll nibble on some food. That's what I could do with leftovers. We come out here and see if Francesca wants them. Sometimes we have chicken. Last night we had chicken. Cats can eat chicken bones. Dogs can't eat chicken bones. That's a fun fact. A lot of times dogs are taken to the vet because they eat chicken bones. Wow, a lot of noisy cars coming by. I'm thinking that's the case. I'm thinking what's going on here is everyone's out enjoying themselves on weekends, and weekdays are the best times to have these live chats. So maybe I can go and have fun myself on a weekend. I know one thing I like to do is go to the coffee shop in downtown Dallas, Georgia. There's a coffee shop that I frequent, and I have little cups and some Skittles, or sometimes Mike and Ike's candy, and I play tic tac toe with the patrons there, the customers. I have a little sign that says "Challengers Wanted," and people have approached me and played tic tac toe with me, and whoever wins each game gets a Skittle or gets a Mike and Ike, or maybe even M&Ms. I got some M&Ms that I have to use up, and or Halloween candy. We had no trick or treaters this year, so we had a little bit of candy. So what I could do is bring candy, and if you win the tic tac toe game, then you'll get a piece of candy. I'll have to talk to my mom about that. Wait, I bought the candy. So maybe I have some say on how the candy is distributed. I can, I can just, if somebody wins the tic tac toe game, I can give them a piece of Halloween candy. It's not that old. The 31st is only a couple of days. So, yeah, what I do is yeah, tic tac toe or checkers or whatever. Tic tac toe is easier to finish. You can finish that game quicker. So I guess that's it. Today we are 45 minutes in. Maybe 15 more minutes will be a full hour. And I'm just noticing a little flower. I'll end this with a little flower. I'll flower here. That is, it's a little flower right by my feet. And the wind is blowing the flower. I like to notice things like this in nature. We have a pretty little flower. I don't think it's a dandelion. It might be a breed of dandelion. But you can let me know in the comments. It's a pretty little yellow flower. It's the only yellow flower in this whole yard. I noticed this whole yard only has this one little flower that's right at my feet. So maybe it's a miracle. It's a miracle flower. So anyway, another little treat. I love to fill my live streams with treats. There we go. It creates the illusion that I'm sitting in the woods, in a wooded area, way in the deep forest, in the forest. I wonder if it's forest or forest. Sounds like it'd be better to say forest. Somebody's drilling something. That's kind of intrusive, you know, when you want to have a nice, quiet day. Somebody starts running their drill bit, they start running their drill or their chainsaw. So it is 4:35. We've gotten 27 minutes in, and I think I'll end. I hope this was thrilling and exciting for you. As thrilling as it can be without chatters, people making requests and comments and asking questions. So I think we'll conclude this Let's Be Friends episode. Have a good day, and don't forget to donate. If you like to donate any small or large sum of money, it'll help this channel, and that way I can bring more to the table. So yeah, I can work more off of donations. You know, I could do more with more. Maybe I could play music or have some people dance for us. I don't know. Have some performers perform for us. I can go to locations and make the live, as long as the Wi-Fi is good. Then maybe I can afford a camera, and then I can record and upload really good footage. So yeah, there's a link in the description that takes you to my donation page. It's Ed's Heart. So I guess I will see you tomorrow. I will do another one of these on Blues Monday. And enjoy the rest of your day.